Alright, who's ready for a video? Cause I sure as fuck am. What's going on, guys and gals? It is me, Ashley, and I have a two-parter for you today. I'm going to make, a separate video directly after this one. And it all has to do with a certain topic, LGBT type things and whatnot. But for those of you who don't know, and I'll tell you what this whole video is going to be about in seconds, maybe a minute. But for those of you who don't know, I'm gender fluid, non-binary. And, a lot of people who are that way, they have a certain name that they want to go by. They change their name to fit their new found persona, if you will. Like, they're trying to change their name because it fits with them. Like, some people, they have both a male name when they're acting masculine, manly, and they have a feminine name when they're acting female and feminine. Some, they only have one, and they just go by their birth/legal name during the opposites and whatnot. And some, they just don't give a fuck one way or another, right? And so, I chose the name Ashley. Because, that's the name that I chose for myself. Because we don't get to choose our names when we're born. We don't get to choose who we are when we're born. It's sort of just predetermined because you're family and whatnot. But when you're old enough to make that decision for yourself, there's that. And so this whole video is going to be about why I chose the name Ashley. Why that name instead of every other name. Because I'm more feminine than manly. Like, I lean heavily more toward the feminine side, but I don't want to transition. Like, I want to take HRT, but I don't want to fully transition. I like my penis too much, okay? My penis is my pride and joy. I like it. I like stroking it. Haha. There you go. There's some sexual shit for the day. But, aside from all the sex talk, I lean more to other things. I'm more feminine than anything else, so that's one reason. But some people would say, oh, why not go with Sarah or Jasmine or let's see, why not go by, I don't know, some other feminine name, Jasmine, Sarah, well, shit, I can't really think of a lot of female names off the top of my head right now. Fuck. Judith, maybe, because The Walking Dead. Well, for starters, as I already said, it's I chose because I like the name. That's the name that I go by because I love the name Ashley. Secondly, the name I have ties to it, if that makes sense. I have a reason why I like it. Because in Resident Evil 4, there's this girl called Ashley Graham, the president's daughter, that you have to save from all the evil Ganados and Lord Sadler and all that good shit, right? And I thought Ashley was a good name, right? But then some people would say, oh, well, what, if you like Resident Evil and feminine names, why not go by Claire or Jill or Rebecca or Honnigan? Why would I name myself Honnigan? That is a weird name to name anybody. Let's be real. Out of all the Resident Evil names, I think Honnigan is the most unrealistic. Like, I can believe that there's somebody called fucking Claire Redfield. I can believe that there's someone, because there's Claire Corlett, who I believe was Sweetie Belle and My Little Pony, and wasn't there a Claire something or other who, didn't they do it the Red Cross or something like that? I don't know. I know there was another Claire somewhere. So Claire isn't out of the ordinary. And Jill's a really common, popular name. Rebecca, same ordeal. But there's something about Ashley that I just like, and it sounds so good to say. Ashley. A-S-H-L-E-Y. Very fantastic name. And, you know, some people would say, oh, that's the way you pronounce it, because I would call you, you know, A-S-H-L-E-E, or L-E-I-G-H, or some random weird pronunciation of Ashley. And that's fine. I mean, call me whatever the fuck you want when it comes to Ashley. Although, the proper way I usually say it, and the way that I would prefer, is L-E-Y. You know, A-S-H-L-E-Y. Right? And so, there's that. Right? But there's also this scene in Pokemon, first season, first generation, where, you know, Ash has to cross-dress as Ashley to get into the Pokemon gym, because he wasn't allowed in, and whatnot. And also Team Rocket helped out a little bit, because they also had their own reasons for going into the, you know, the Pokemon gym. And for those of you who don't know the particular gym leader, it was Erica. So Erica's gym, where she focused on beauty and grass type and all that. So yeah, basically Ash had to cross-dress as Ashley. And, you know, again, that was pretty cool. So I had two references, you know. And so there's that. But also, you know, Ashley Tisdale, you know, Maddie from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I watched Sweet Life of Zack and Cody I don't know how many fucking times, almost religiously. Every time it would come on, I would watch it if something else wasn't on, because I liked Sweet Life as a kid. And I had the biggest crush on Tisdale. Let me tell you what, I fucking thought that Ashley Tisdale was hot as shit. Let me tell you what. I don't know what she looks like now, but I'm sure she looks hot still. But yeah, so another Ashley. And then I grew older and learned more about porn and sex toys and everything, so Ashley Madison. Things. Actually, come to think of it, unrestricted internet access at like 12, 13. That does something to you. Not good things, I can assure you. But things. So, I have, you know, like, reasons why. And, you know, I think it's just a fun name. It's a good name. I like it. So, every Ashley out there, you have a good name. It's fantastic. I love it. Doesn't matter how you spell it, Ashley is still Ashley. And you are awesome. Right? Now, that's not to say that, you know, everybody else who isn't an Ashley isn't cool. I mean, I hate my birth/legal name, William. That's my birth/legal name. I fucking hate it. I don't like it. I only allow close friends and family to call me that because, I mean, they can't help it. They've known me as William their whole lives. So it would be kind of odd and hard to get used to calling me Ashley, and I get that. But personally for me, I just hate the name. I don't like it. And you know, William was the name that I had and that I went by when my father raped and abused me. That was the name that I had when my grandmother died. That was the name I had, you know, when I was being bullied in school. So I have reasons for why I hate the name William, why I don't like my name. But also, I just think that William is a name for assholes. Think about it this way. Before any other William just says, fuck you. And I'm sure they would. But think about it this way. William Afton, Five Nights at Freddy's. William Birkin, Resident Evil 2. And I believe there's a Peck. I think William Peck is the guy's name from Cold War. Call of Duty Cold War Zombies. So, he's an asshole. So why would I want to be named William? Why would I want to continue the name when there's so many assholes that are named William? I mean, my grandfather went by, Bill, even though his legal name was William Ward, right? So it's like, okay. But that's like one person out of a lot. And also consider the fact of my my history, what I had to go through as a kid. I want to get rid of William altogether. I want to get rid of my name. I want to get rid of everything about it. Because I don't like being remembered as that. I also don't like being remembering everything that's ever happened to me under that name. Basically, I want to start fresh, if that makes sense. So, I plan on at some point in the future getting my name changed to Ashley. Legally. But as for now, Ashley is just going to be a thing that I call myself on YouTube or Facebook, basically social media and around town and things like that. Because it's not legal. Wouldn't put it on any fucking job applications or anything like that, because they expect you to put your full legal name. And I'm like, I don't like my legal name. I don't want to have... I even hate typing it. I hate saying it. I hate typing it. I hate writing it. I was doing occupational therapy because I couldn't write properly as a kid, and I was learning how to write. I had to write my name 100 times. I shit you not. 100 times. It was part of training, I get it, But after a while, writing your own name doesn't even look like a word anymore. It doesn't even look like a fucking name after a while. You're just putting in letters at that point. And I don't like it. I want my name to mean something to me. And honestly, to me, call me selfish all you want, but I want my name that I go by to mean something to me. Not family, not friends, but something that I want personally for myself. And that's why I chose Ashley as well. Because that name means something to me. Right? My apologies, I had to have a water break because I'm talking too damn much. But yeah, long story short, I'm Ashley. And I would prefer that, like, if you were to see me out in the street, you would call me Ashley as well. And I know there's a lot of assholes out there that won't do that. Because they're assholes. And so it's like, yeah. And they're probably just gonna keep calling me by my name. I don't know if I'd call it a dead name or not, because I hate the name, and I don't really like it when people call me that. But at the same time, I allow close friends and family to do so, because they've known me as that for a long time. And I can't knock them for it. I mean, there are some people that they're like, oh, well, you have to call me Ashley. You have to call me that. And like, you know, call me that, call me that, call me that. Don't call me by that. Don't fuck up. And there are some that will train their friends and family to call them by the name that they want to be called. And, you know, I'm not one of those people. I don't like forcing people to do things that they don't want to do. I don't like forcing people to do anything, period. I mean, they can do whatever the fuck they want. Say whatever the fuck they want. This is America, after all. Say whatever the hell you want. But, you know, I'm just saying I would prefer, you know, Ashley. Because that's the name I, you know, call myself. So, there's that for this video. It's done. I really don't have much else to say regarding why I go by Ashley and all that. And, yeah, I think I've pretty much explained it the best I can, you know. But okay, here's something I will say. I don't necessarily think you owe anybody an explanation for things. I'm telling people right off the bat, you know, right now, just because I want to, right? But a lot of people, like, I feel like, you know, why do you go by Ashley instead of this or that? You know, this name's better, that name's better. Like, well, if that's how you're gonna fucking act, I ain't telling you. But, you know, even though I did, and I gave my reasons here, but I know there are some people that are like that, and so it's, you know, it's a pain in the ass having to explain to everybody that you come across why you go by Ashley, why that's your name, why you chose it, or, you know, any name for that matter that you chose yourself, that wasn't given to you by birth. And, yeah. And so it's like, you know, that's cool, I guess. But another thing is some people, like, I understand there are some that are, you know, genuinely curious. They understand, hey, I would like to learn more about you. I'd like to know why you are the way that you are, how you come to be the way that you are, and whatnot, how you decided that for yourself. And, you know, I think that's pretty cool. Because people are actually interested, right? So, yeah. This has been a video about me, Ashley. Right? You know, and that's it. Bro Hoof. I know I don't really do that much, but if for whatever reason you missed that outro, there you go. I did a Bro Hoof for you. But, you know, Ashley out, yeah, Mew, and all that good shit. I'm doing cat things. Meow 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 mew mew. Mew mew nya nya nya. Mew mew nya mew mew. I'm gonna mew. I'm gonna nya. I'm a cat, and I'm gonna mew mew.